We know where my work is, where your work is. We never walk on a working mat. We walk around it. That's a way that we have grace and courtesy for one another. I love that. I also need to get our lighter and our snuffer. And remember, these things are for adults only, aren't they? This is very dangerous for children. So you would never want to use a lighter or matches without a parent being there, right? That's an important thing for children to know and remember. Wow, looks like everything we need is here. We have our color that we're working with, matching blue. And there's a special time. Yep, you see a calendar, blue. So many places. Flags. Yep, gumballs. Calendar. You're right. What is this special time called?
My skirt.
Your skirt? You got it. There we go.
The same as skirt.
Miss Cher's skirt.
My sweater and my shirt.
Yes, you got it. So much blue. Children, what is this time called? You remember this special time of blue? Advent. That's right, let's say it together. Advent. That's the getting ready time. And so we are going to roll out our getting ready each part of the story because we are all on our way to a special place, Bethlehem. And we have been on our way to Bethlehem since God created the world. Do you know that?
No. Yes.
It's true. It's true. Right from when God created the world and Adam and Eve sinned, God made a promise of Bethlehem. He made a promise of the Messiah. He made a promise of the Savior. And you know we're all on our way to Bethlehem again. So exciting. So everything we need for the story is here. I see you are ready. So let's share the story together. We're going to listen very quietly to the story, which means if you have an idea that comes in your head, keep it inside. And then when it comes to the wandering time, we'll talk about it together. That takes practice, doesn't it? Because sometimes you have a thought and poof, out it comes. Ha. And we need to hold it inside when we're sharing the story. Are you ready? Since the beginning of creation, we've all been on a journey to Bethlehem. God sent prophets to remind people, look to God. Don't forget about Him. Don't forget about the 10 best ways. He sent prophets all along who pointed the way to God. And we light a special candle for the prophets. We call this candle the candle of hope. Because it's the hope of Jesus that we share. Let's enjoy the prophet's candle of hope together. Then, many centuries after the prophets, an angel came to Mary, and an angel came to Joseph, and they were both very afraid. But the angel said to them, don't be afraid, for the baby in Mary is from God. His name will be Jesus, and he will save the people from their sins. So Mary and Joseph said yes to God, and they traveled by donkey to Bethlehem. We light a very special candle on week 2 of Advent for Mary and Joseph and the donkey. And this candle is the candle of love. The love that God had for us, and the love that Mary and Joseph had for baby Jesus. right when Jesus was born, there were shepherds, and they were keeping watch over their flocks at night. They were almost forgotten about, very poor. They thought no one noticed them, but God did. And suddenly, there was in the sky an angel, and they were so afraid they were shaking. But the angel said what all angels say, "Don't be afraid, for I am bringing you great joy, good news. A baby is born for you in Bethlehem tonight. You will find the baby wrapped in special cloths lying in a manger." And the shepherds were filled with so much joy. And then there were thousands of angels in the sky singing, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill to men." We light a very special candle for the shepherds. It's a pink candle, and it's the candle of joy.
It looks like purple. It's a purple
Because
candle.
the
It
angels
looks like bacon.
told them how excited they would be, and they were filled with great joy. Far, far away in a distant land, there were wise men. They were studying the stars. And suddenly they saw a star they had never seen before. It had a very long tail. And it was actually two planets coming together to make this amazing star. And they knew, wow, that must be the star of a king. Let's follow the star and see where it leads. So these wise men gathered up gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. 3 special gifts to bring to the king. And they set off from the east, traveling to find the star. And we light a special candle for the kings. And this, my friends, is the candle of peace.
What was the next white one?
This candle is a reminder that Jesus came for the whole world and to bring peace
What was
to
another
those
candle for the
that are far away.
The other one? What was the other one?
That's the end of the story today,
is
but
hot.
you're
Yeah,
noticing
yeah,
another
more.
one. Yes, you are. You get to tell that last part of the story, which is the best part, on Friday at your Christmas circle when you come. And Miss Heather is going to tell you that special part. You're going to love it. So today we're just focusing on parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. Candle of, let's see if we remember, the candle of hope, the candle of love,
Love
the candle of joy,
of joy.
the candle of peace.
Peace.
Aren't those beautiful words to remember?
Yeah.
This is the candle for the prophets, the candle for Mary and Joseph, the candle for the shepherds, and the candle for the king. I love it. I'd like to know what part of this story you liked best. All right, Eleanor.
I like the candle of joy for Mom.
How the lining up of them. Me too, Eleanor. I love how that looks. That's beautiful, isn't it? Great. Lillian, which part did you like best? Mary and Joseph and the donkey. That's the candle of love, isn't it? That's sweet. What do you think,
I like
Sandy?
the number 4.
Number 4, the kings. Isn't that a great one? The candle of peace. I love that part. Samantha, what were you thinking? What's your best part? Kings, that king? You like him special? Was he one of the gifts? Gold, frankincense, myrrh? Isn't that exciting?
I have that one.
You've heard of that? Thank you, Samantha. What did you think, Danny? What was your best part? Just lighting the candles is so special, isn't it?
What about the Bethlehem?
Yeah, that's pretty special out there. Yeah. Calvin, did you have a best part?
Yeah.
What was it?
My favorite part was lighting the candle.
Isn't that fun? I like that part too. Annie, what were you thinking? Did you love the prophets? Pointing the way to God, reminding everyone. Sailor, what did you think? That one on the way to Bethlehem. Wonderful. All right, what did you think, Sammy? Did you have another best part?
Number 3, know them.
It's so good. All right. Eleanor? Do you like that one with the kings? Me too. Children, do you think there was a part of this story that was just the really important part? Out of everything, it's like the whole story kind of rests on this part. Sometimes that's what most
Jesus.
important means. Oh, Jesus. What were you gonna say, Danny? Bethlehem, that we're all on our way to Bethlehem, like the promise. I love that. What's the story resting on?
I like
Sam?
the white part, the last one.
Oh, do you think it's resting on what's coming? Lillian. Mary and Joseph. Is that the resting on part? I love it. What did you think, Eleanor? The kings. Interesting. The resting on part. Annie. It's all kind of important, isn't it? It's the whole of it is resting right here. I love asking that question. It's important when you hear a story, you think, what's most important? What's resting on it? What's the anchor in the story? Here's the last thing. Do you think we're in this story?
Yes.
Are we?
No.
Danny, why do you say yes? Where are we in this story, do you think? Oh, are we the prophet? Pointing the way to God? Love it. Sammy, where are we in this story?
We're walking all the way to Bethlehem.
We're walking this way too. Love it. What do you think, Lillian? On our way. Yes. Eleanor. Interesting. We're kind of like having a little piece of this all the way along. Love that. Thank you, Eleanor. Annie, are we in this story, do you think? Are we on our way to Bethlehem? I love it. Next week, when you tell the story during your work time, remember if you want to light the candles, you ask a teacher to come with you, or you set it up without the candles being lit, and then an adult can help you. And then you can be thinking about the story. You have a work week next week, and you'll get ready for the last part of the story, which is very exciting. I love it. I love it. All right, I am going to start to blow out the candles. Remember, last week we found out it takes two things, a snuffer and a little blowing, and that the light changes, but it stays with us. And the last, the light of peace. Beautiful.